What's up, guys? Mike here, head trader, True Trading Group. July 17th was a fun day. Fun day for multiple reasons. We had Netflix missed their subscriber growth on their earnings last night. Huge sell-off in Netflix. Pulls the rest of tech down with it. Pulls the market down with it. We gapped down today, and institutional money came in on that gap down today and completely bought up the market. Very, very strong day in the markets. We broke through a crucial resistance level on the S&P. Will be interesting to see what happens tomorrow after the real strong day that we had today. A lot of members took advantage of on a lot of option plays on Netflix. A lot of people hit home runs on some Netflix call options. Once Netflix started to get bought up, the gap down got bought up off the open. Some SPY options. A lot of members caught. It was a really great day in chat today. And aside from also just the markets getting bought back up and tech getting bought back up, you had Facebook all-time high, Amazon. I mean, you had a lot of the gap downs were bought, okay, in tech. And you also had today a rally in Bitcoin, okay? Bitcoin broke through a key technical resistance level and had a nice rally in the afternoon, and you start to see some action and momentum roll back into some of the crypto stocks, crypto-related or blockchain-related stocks. So that kind of woke up a lot of things in the afternoon and kind of got some people's attention. So it was a fun day for multiple reasons. What I'm going to go over with you on this trade, however, though, is not so much the the gap down getting bought up or crypto. I mean, the one thing that I will say about crypto, and I will probably get crucified for this, I always do, I'm a huge bear when it comes to cryptocurrency. I am a long-term bull on blockchain technology. I think that has a real legitimate future, but the cryptocurrency, the coins themselves, I think are complete crap. I think they're worthless. I think there's no future in them. I'm a bear on them, and I know I'm probably going to get 100 comments on this video and a bunch of thumbs down and a bunch of dislikes because I get crucified every time I say that by the crypto following. But it's my opinion, guys, and it's people having opinions is what makes a market. Okay, it makes supply and demand, and it creates buyers and sellers, and it's healthy. I love blockchain. I just personally don't like the coins. But with that said, I'm not going to be ignorant enough to just disregard and not pay attention to where opportunity is, even though I'm a long-term bear on cryptocurrency. If Bitcoin's rallying, you just have to go with the flow. You've got to be diversified as a trader. You have to be unbiased as a trader and follow the money flow. Okay, so although I think stocks like Riot, Mara, DPW, I think those are crap companies. They woke up this afternoon and they have big short positions. Riot, I think 25%, 28%, something large short position in Riot. And they started to squeeze a little bit this afternoon. So you've got to see, if you wake up tomorrow morning and Bitcoin's at like 7,800, 7,700 and still pushing, you got to look for those stocks to gap up and to see for them to continue to squeeze higher because there could be some really good action there. So although I'm a long-term bear on cryptocurrency, at the same time, you can't be ignorant enough to say, oh, well, there's no opportunity there, because you'd be wrong. And there's great opportunity in cryptos, trading cryptos. A lot of people trade cryptos, make a lot of money. There's a lot of opportunity there, but there's also opportunity in trading the blockchain and crypto stocks themselves. So, and not just trading like the coins. There is opportunity in the stock side as well. So I will be paying attention to see if this rally in Bitcoin is sustainable, and if it continues. If so, you got to look towards those stocks tomorrow for some possible continuation. So that was just kind of what I wanted to say real quick regarding crypto. And now let me get into the lesson that I want to cover with you from today. Is a lesson in PED, and it's at the end of the day today. At the end of the day in chat, I always do a daily recap. I recap all my trades. I answer some questions that members have, and it's just kind of like an open forum. We kind of go over things. We talk about the day and what I expect for tomorrow and what lessons we can take from the day. And I had a member ask me after the close in my end of day recap, Mike, what did you see? Or how could I have known, what indicators could I have known that PED was going to dump? was what the member had said to me. And that's what has sparked this video, because there's a couple things I want to talk to you about on PED, which is why I believe this stock, which was so strong in the morning, broke highs midday and then kind of collapsed as the afternoon session got underway. You can see PED real strong morning consolidation, continued higher during lunchtime, and then collapsed and just kind of rolled over and ran out of steam into the close. And the thing that I want to talk to you about with this trade setup is first lunchtime. Okay. If you guys follow my channel for a while, you know I don't like lunchtime breakouts. They tend to fail more often than you get continuation. And the reason for that is it's very difficult for a stock to be strong in the morning, break through highs during lunchtime, and remain strong into the close. It's very difficult for a stock to do that. It takes a lot of pressure. It takes usually a short squeeze, or it takes a huge catalyst, a fundamental catalyst. You know, the stock just gets tired, it runs out of steam, and it rolls over. Okay, it's very, very difficult. I would have much rather seen PED consolidate, and then give me that move at like 215. If that was the case, then I think the stock would have continued and it would have remained strong. But it made its move too soon. It made its move during lunchtime. So that's the first thing that is kind of would be a red flag to me, would be the breakout during lunchtime. We broke out at around 12:50, dead smack in the middle of lunchtime. Lunchtime is usually from 12 to 2. I hate when stocks break through highs during that time frame, because most of the time, not all the time, most of the time, it's not sustainable and the stock will pull back and it'll fail later in the afternoon. Then it will give you all day continuation into the close. So that's the first thing. Second thing is a bearish signal that I teach all of our members about. If you follow my channel for a while, you know this bearish signal. If you're just joining me, I'm going to go over it with you now. This bearish signal can save you a lot of money. It's also an amazing trigger to get short. For those of you that like to short these small cap stocks, this is a great trigger for you to enter a short position on a low float stock, small cap stock that's running. This is a great signal for you to short. At the same time, it's also a great signal if you're long to get the hell out. Okay, so I'm going to go over that with you now. So here we have, I'm going to draw this pattern out for you. Let's do this. Let's kind of play a little game here. I'm going to block this out so you can see what it looked like prior to the move. Okay, here is PED. So PED at around 11 o'clock or 11:30, I was talking about, guys, we're holding above a nice key support level. I'm going to look to see, do we hold this support level throughout all of lunchtime? So what is that support level? Let me show it to you. Here, as I draw out my Fibonacci retracement levels, you can see that the 38.2 Fib line started to line up with VWAP right here. VWAP is this orange line on my screen, and you've also got a previous high a day right here. So now we've got the 38.2 Fib, VWAP, and a previous high lining up on this area to create a little area of support. And you can also see a nice clean downtrend resistance line started to form on PED, kind of an extended TTG triangle pattern. And you look for the breakout of that downtrend line on heavy volume, and you look for continuation. That was the play. That's what we were talking about. Shortly after I talked about that setup, that happened. Okay, and I was like, guys, I hate the time of day, but PED starting to push. I hate the time of day. I let it go. I did not trade it to the long side because it made this move during lunchtime. I was looking to get long PED for a run in the afternoon, but it went too soon. I didn't like it. I didn't think it was sustainable. So there you get that break through the high of the day. Okay, here was your previous high. There was your previous high of the day. You can see we just broke through it. Now what happens next? Okay, we break through the high of the day on a nice strong increase in volume. Excellent, just what you want to see. Strong increase in volume, you break through the high, and then we pull back in. We hold support. Okay, you can see that we held that previous high. When you break through the high of the day on an increase in volume, you look to see, does that previous high start to act as support? There it is, we held support. Great. As I pan this over, bang, stock breaks through the high of the day. Excellent, just what you want to see. We broke through a high, increase in volume, pulled in, held support at the previous high, bang, continuation follow through. Excellent. But what happens next? The stock immediately pulls back in to retest that same support level that the stock just held to break through new highs. That is the bearish signal. And for good measure, look at the volume that came in when the bearish signal was put in place. Look at the selling pressure that came in on that candle right there. That's the bearish signal. When a stock breaks through the high of the day, here you go, we broke the high of the day and immediately pulled all the way back down to retest a previous support level. Okay, that if you were getting long PED, you would have got long right in here. And the reason you would have gotten long was because the previous high was holding support. So we broke the high and immediately pulled back in to retest the previous support level that you would have just gotten long in front of. That's the bearish signal. These are 3-minute candles, guys. So there's your bearish signal, and you can see following that bearish signal, bang, you get a collapse in PED. Then as I pan this over, you see a little bit of consolidation, bang, continuation collapse, a little bit of consolidation, okay? And you see the stock just never got its strength back. Okay, let me pan this over. And let me just delete this square, and you can see, bang, another sell-off, new lows. Look at that move, guys. Look at this drop, okay? And it all comes from that bearish signal, okay? So when you see a stock, like a low float, small cap runner, that breaks through highs during lunchtime like that, look for that signal. Because it's, like I said, it's very difficult for a stock to give you all-day continuation when it breaks through highs in the afternoon. And if you see that bearish signal that I just spoke about, that's a signal to get out, and it's also a signal to get short if you can get a borrow on the stock. Okay, if you read this and you got short anywhere in here, okay, your stop loss is the high of the day. So you would short here, you'd stop out at a new high, and you can just ride this thing down for the rest of the afternoon and look for a gap down, a continuation to the downside tomorrow. Okay, that's how you would play. That to the short side. Okay, but it all starts with a failed lunchtime breakout, and you add in that bearish signal, and you get a stock rolls over. All right, so that question in our aftermarket session today prompted me to make this video. With that said, guys, we will see how things unfold tomorrow. Like I said, again, if you wake up tomorrow pre-market and Bitcoin's at 7,800, you've got to look towards some of those crypto blockchain stocks to see if they're going to give us some continuation and some further momentum tomorrow. I'll see you guys in chat. Take care.